I'll let Murda tell the story of what happened at breakfast. Go ahead. They'll talk about.
Yeah, we was in Germany. We act just chilling, and then we see Fat Joe. It's crazy. We just there chilling, and then we just kicking it. And you know what's crazy? Fat Joe was actually telling Ye he was actually thinking about actually starting a podcast with him and Yayo. Honestly, like
Okay.
that was an idea that Fat Joe actually had. It was gonna be him and Yayo actually doing this. Shit. But
Mind you, I was
think
surprised at breakfast. I'm like, damn,
word they were like, oh
yeah.
shit, wow.
What's good? Welcome to Double XL's Talk It Up, powered by DistroKid for Double XL. I'm Joey Etch. Today, we're here with two straight up legends in the game, Tony Yayo and Uncle
Yeah,
Murda.
yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Thank you both
G-Unit
for,
is in the building, man. Thanks for having us, man. For real.
of course, of course. How you both living today?
Everything is great, man. We just doing a lot of running around. It's the holiday season, so it's just a lot going on. And when we running around with 50 being on his schedule, thank God we not on it every day because just being with him for a couple of days, it's like we
No
just
sleep, nigga. No sleep.
yeah, we did the J Balvin show about 80,000, and
Woo!
then we did
Our
then
base in Miami, a private Hublot event.
yeah, and then it was the Hublot event, and then what else, Murder? We did Club
Club
11.
11, yep.
And then, then we flew back home and then we had our own stuff we had to handle. So it's just been a busy schedule for the holidays.
Yeah, so now here you are.
Mhm.
And you guys been friends for a long time. You toured the entire globe together, performing along with 50, as you just mentioned. And now
Right.
you got your new podcast, The Real Report.
Yeah,
Right?
real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, the real report.
It's
But
definitely coming.
let's take it back to the beginning because I want to know, how did you first to link up?
Oh, well, me and Murder, we had songs from like way back and like,
Yeah.
we always damn near, you could say we were signed a Violator. So he was signed a Violator and 50 wanted to sign him years ago, but I'll let him tell you that story. And it's a crazy story. I wasn't there for that. I just know, we always a fan of Uncle Murda. You know what I'm saying? He was one of my favorite rappers and still is out of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So
Thank
everybody
you, my brother. Thank you, my
yeah.
brother.
So 50, I'll let him tell you about how 50 was going to wanted to sign him that way back then. Because a lot of people don't know.
So before I even signed with Jay-Z, Chris Lighty, like Yayo said, Chris Lighty was managing me as well. But one day he called me up to the office and I didn't know he was gonna have 50 there. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the office, I go in the little meeting room that I always chill in. We just there chilling, and Fifth just busting the door. What's up, nigga? You looking for a record deal? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, not from you, nigga. Cause I didn't know. I had said things about Fifth and I didn't know if he was on some bullshit. And the way he came in, the way he even busted the door was like aggressive. I'm like, this nigga on some bullshit. So I'm like, not from you. He like, yo, listen, man. I heard all that shit you said about me. He said, I came in the game doing the same shit. He said, nigga, you don't know me. You don't got no beef with me, nigga. He said, I came in the game doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what's up? But I still was like, man, the shit I just was hearing about him and the shit I seen how he was handling certain rappers in the game, I'm like, I ain't fucking with this nigga. He on some bullshit. So we was just in there talking. We going back and forth for a while. We talk. He like, you think Jay-Z gonna come for you, nigga? I'm like, yeah, I think Jay gonna come. He like, all right. But he did ask one question. I tell people, he asked one question in the meeting. He bring it up to this day. He was like, yo, what you think you gonna sell when you drop? Which y'all nigga, because me and my people's in there. If we feeling ourselves, we getting played on Hot 97 every day. Flex playing us. That's everything back then. So Fifth, like, yo, what y'all niggas think y'all gonna sell when you drop? We like, what? We gonna go gold. We gonna go platinum the first week, nigga. We popping out here. In his head, Fifth was automatically like, oh, okay. He felt like I can't do that deal because no matter what I do for them, they gonna think they already did that shit on their own. They gonna think they already had that buzz. So Fifth was like, man.
Wow. All right. All right.
50
Like
real
Yayo always
strategic, man.
say, I thought I was 50 Cent a little bit
Yeah,
back then.
I told he was 50 Cent at that point.
All
And
right.
I told him he was bugging. This guy just sold a million records in a week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Facts.
you see Eminem do them numbers, you see, Snoop and certain artists do them numbers, man. Them numbers. You don't see them numbers like
All
that
right, yeah, yo,
anymore.
I know what you.
Wow.
All right, I know I wasn't. All right,
You know?
yeah.
Like I went gold. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went gold without a problem. Like it was hard for artists to go gold back then, physical copies, and went platinum worldwide.
And
You know,
Fifth knew I would have did numbers coming up under that umbrella, but I wouldn't have appreciated it because I would have thought me and my people's buzz did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. That's
and
interesting.
Double XL is always the home to Shady and G Unit. Shout out to Vanessa.
Yup.
Because
Yep.
I always have like a heart somewhere in my heart, it's a lot of space for Vanessa because I remember us doing our first photo shoot from the mixtapes with Double XL. You
All right.
know, it wasn't with the Source, it wasn't with anybody, it was with Double XL. So Double XL was always like something real close to my heart. Like, yo, whatever they ever need for me over there, I'm ready. I'm gonna be on
They
time.
got it. Facts.
You know, you got it.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. We all appreciate that so
Yeah.
much. And
So
it's the other way around for us too, for
right.
real.
If the team
You
need
know,
me for anything, I'll be on this anytime you need me, man. I'm here,
that
Joe. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's always like that for all of G Unit, Shady even. I mean, M wrote his own cover story.
Yeah,
50, I've been blessed to interview him like 3 times. It's always, you guys
Definitely.
are always
definitely. I
so.
mean, because 50 is feels the same way how we feel about Double XL. Like I'm loyal to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at Double XL, like us being written up in that article is something that I'll never forget. And then when I see artists on like the freshman cover for the first time, like like some freshman covers was just so classic. I think y'all need to do that one segment, like the most classic, because I think there was one with like Uzi on there. It
2016. That's
it
coming up
was
on 10 years.
Mm.
that it was one. It was yeah. I think that one was like there was one that was super crazy.
Hmm.
Like and it was a couple that was super crazy, but those classic moments in hip hop, like when there was no digital world, it was no Instagram, it was nothing. It to me, it was like the super hero part of hip hop because there was nothing digital. It was like I go to a newsstand, you go somewhere in New York and you pick up the Double XL magazine.
That's how
Right.
you find out about
Yeah,
shit. Like
and
real
people were
talk.
so hyped to just be on the fucking cover. And it's like now people got Instagram, it kind of takes away from the exclusivity of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
do.
it's a gift and a curse. Like I love the internet and everything as well as everybody else because you got platforms like this and we learn to change with the times. But
Hmm.
like them classic moments, like Double XL going against the Source, that was great. Benzino is still
Those,
mad at us, man. He's
those
still
were some times.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's Benzino was still mad, bro. He's like, man, I
Indeed.
ain't got no beef with him. Last time he said he want to box, I don't remember the last time I boxed anybody, man. Everything was either somebody getting jumped or hit with a chair. And I'm not with the violence. I'm just saying, like, even in
Right.
our heydays, there was no fair fight. Like, I'm quite sure with murder too. Like, there's
You
no
know how that go, man. You know how that
rap
go.
game for anybody. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Murder's dropping Murder's dropping love songs. I seen the video that dropped last week.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
Oh shit.
I said I don't know what's going on. We want the wrap up. I don't know what this love song.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But you mentioned the internet. You mentioned the new school of doing things.
Mhm.
Now, the Real Report premieres in January. New episodes Mondays and Wednesdays. Right?
Yep,
I
definitely.
already know it's about to be hilarious.
Oh, definitely,
And
man.
we heard whispers in the game for a long time. People saying it to you both. I'm sure that you two should have a show together. Right? So
Right, right, definitely.
why is right now the time for that?
Um, right now is the time because initially Murder and them laughed at me when I was like going on YouTube.
Oh.
It was like just keeping it real.
He not lying. He not lying. He not lying.
Everybody kind of laughed at me. Like if I be on a jet with 50 in them and they'll like laugh at the Vlad
Why
interviews.
you keep doing them fucking interviews, Jay?
And
Why the
and
fuck you doing them
it's
shit?
cool because I know 50, he does a lot of big interviews. Like he just did ABC with the Diddy shit. And
Yup.
it's like for him to me, like I usually copy 50's format. So for me, I've seen him going like ABC, Oprah, and everything. So I'm going to the digital format that's big to me. Like I did Math Hoffa. It was flaming hot when I did it. I did me and Murda did Gilly and Wallow. I did the Breakfast Club. Me
Mhm.
and Murder did Danza. The
Shout out
list
to
goes
Danza.
on and
That's my
on.
guy.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Danza's my guy. We did Mike Tyson. We
My
did
boy
I did
Yayo
Mike
had the
Tyson
biggest.
Hoop Kid.
Yayo had the biggest interview on
Yeah,
Drink Champs,
then Drink Champs, I had
2024.
like, them guys got me drunk. Shout out to Nori. That's my guy. Drink Champs, that was a big, very big platform for me to get on, and I just kept building and building and kind of doing what 50's doing, but in my own way. He's doing
Okay.
Oprah and ABC. I'm gonna go do Drink Champs and Gilly and stuff like that because
Yeah.
now these formats, like how we on this format, and I know this is gonna go viral because everything is changing. So
Mhm.
kind of transitioned from that, and then I kept doing Vlad, and I felt like Vlad opened the door for me. I always shout out Vlad because, he's been a pillar in the hip hop since World Star, XXL.com, This Is 50,
Mm-hmm.
Forbes, DVD. The list goes on and on when it was just websites and no Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Instagram, we got YouTube. Things just started blowing up for me with kids I turned into a meme, to shut the fuck up, Vlad. And
Dog.
the younger generation kind of knew me. I was getting lit on TikTok, and this shit was all new for me. I'm like, damn, I ain't realized all this was gonna happen. God bless, God will bless you in different ways.
For
And then,
sure.
me and Murda, we've been on the road for like 2 billion years, it feel like, because we did
For real, real
we did
talk.
103 dates. He could tell
Yep.
you how
Real
like the
talk.
bond is there. Like I'm as cool with him as cool as Banks, you know.
Yep.
So from there, me and him just started. It just be generic. It'd be me, him, and my man Light. They call us the three amigos. All we do is smoke. We be in our own
And,
zone. We
and,
do our
and for
music.
some reason, me and Yayo don't agree until an argument. Like we gotta argue, then we finally agree with each other. So
Right.
that's like a weird dynamic with me and this guy here.
Yeah,
All right, so I want to know what to expect from the podcast. But first, I want to show you guys a clip from the last time I talked to you down in Shreveport, right? I was asking you about what 50 was doing for the city of Shreveport and all the great things that was going on down there and stimulating the economy and all right, right? So give me a second. I'm going to share this screen.
Average person is thinking about money and cars, especially artists. So you see 50 coming in, he's buying arenas, he's buying film studio, he's buying
restaurants, bringing all type of shit to the home. Go ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead. I thought he was talking to us. Definitely talking about this.
You want to cut me off. I was sounding good, and you want to cut me off.
You want me to do it? Nah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. No. I know because you wasn't articulating it kind of well.
They say I have to cut him off sometimes.
So now I'm gonna let you go. Nah, he was getting busy.
Will something like this go in the wrap up?
Definitely. Of course, man. This is monumental right here. This is legendary, man. Of course.
Yo, Master P, can I get a picture? I just want one picture. I don't think Master P likes Murda too much, though. They ain't anything to him, but he likes me. So that's all that matters for me.
And is that what type of time we're about to be on with the Real Report?
Yeah, that's yeah. It's gonna be
basically
something
it.
like that. Not like that, but yeah.
But you know what I'm starting to learn though, and like as you're a journalist, like I'm starting to learn to let him speak and let me speak.
Bet.
So, that's what I'm learning. Like, this is a game that I'm getting into that is new for us. So we're humble. We're not the guys that, we're rappers and we're getting into podcasting. Because 50 would be like, why all the rappers turn into podcasts? Because that's where the money is really y'all lane. It's
Yep.
your lane.
Sure.
We're entering a game that, me and him is just want to have fun and make some extra money. So
The entertainers.
so I'm paying homage to guys like you, Joey, because you're actually a real journalist, and I'm learning off of guys like you going to different podcasts and doing different things and learning about the cameras and as well as Murda. So we're not coming here to step on toes. Like all the podcast guys, they love me. Like the behind the scene guys, they love me in Murda because I give them props. Like, yo, all right, cool. I'm learning from like academics or a Vlad or a China Brim or a Harlem Legend, like from the guys that do the hood stuff, Rap News Streets Politics. That's one in LA. Like, cause I'm on YouTube all day. So I've been studying and just appreciate everybody that came ahead of the game and me. We're not coming here to take over. We just come here to do our thing and have fun because we like to talk.
Bet.
Especially me.
So what do we expect? Like, what is it you two chopping it up about? Is there guests? Like what?
I mean, it'll be various things. Like we got a couple of big names already. We don't want to put the cat out the bag or the hat or whatever you call it, whatever the bag out the cat, whatever the fuck they call it. But we just plan on getting some of the the biggest names. When you're around a powerhouse like 50 Cent, it gives you advantage in a way where you can get big artists because you're in big places. Like we just was um in
Columbia with Jay Balvin and everybody, DJ Snake and all these big guys.
80,000 people. So when you have when you're an advantage like that, I talk to my man Guy Edgar because Murda's not gonna do it. I'm gonna do all the work. Murda works on the dispensary stuff. I'm working on the podcast,
Shout
right?
Yeah.
out to Indoor. We got the
So
new
shout out to
brand
Indoor.
dropping high and all that.
Where's
Yeah,
the
shout out
cannabis
to
tour, Ben? I ain't seen the cannabis tour in a minute.
Oh, the cannabis store, we're gonna go back on it. This is high
Oh,
street that's pretty dope out there that we're supporting, and there's other brands that we're supporting too. You
And we
know,
also got a dispensary about to open up as
yeah.
well. We just waiting for
So
a couple of things. Oh yeah, we heavy in the weed. We heavy in the weed.
yeah, so a lot of our friends they're in the dispensary business, and we're lucky to be. I let Murder handle that business. That's the
okay.
great thing about it. I let Murder handle that, and I handle the
And
podcast.
Jay handle the podcast. This is
Yeah,
this is
so.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
With Sound with Volume, they got great production. Shout to Shannon Sharp. That interview I think helped me out too. Did a couple of million. Shout to Joe and Jada.
Shout out to Joe and Jay, the
Yeah,
Shannon,
so
the whole Value Pop
Joe.
family.
Yeah, Joe kind of me and where's we at? We was in Germany or
We was in
Turkey?
Germany, Germany,
Yeah.
Germany.
I let Murder tell the story of what happened at breakfast. Go ahead. They'll talk about
Yeah, we was in Germany. We act just chilling, and then we see Fat Joe. It's crazy. We just there chilling, and then we just kicking it. And you know what's crazy? Fat Joe was actually telling Ye he was actually thinking about actually starting a podcast with him and Yayo. Honestly, like
Okay.
that was an idea that Fat Joe actually had. It was gonna be him and Yayo actually doing the shit, but
mind you, I was
they
surprised at breakfast. I'm like, damn,
word they were like, oh
Yeah.
shit, wow, dead ass. So and I was surprised, like, wow, that's crazy. So they Joe was just talking about how him and Jada just wind up doing it, making this shit happen, shit wind up being a success. And then me and Ye was just telling Joe, like, yo, we was actually thinking about doing the podcast. We trying to figure out some shit and all. He's like, yo, word, say no more, I'm gonna get y'all a deal.
Yeah,
Real
Well,
talk,
Big Rich, shout to Pistol,
and shout out
shout
to
to
Rich and
the whole
shit.
Terror Squad.
And Joe ain't tell us, but he actually spoke to Jada too, because we got to shout out Jada too. He spoke to Jada about it, and Jada co-signed to
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
and
shout to
they made it
Jada too.
happen. So shout out to
Well, you
Jada too.
that's what's up. So that's how the volume partnership came to
That's
be.
how the Valiant partnership happened. Yes.
Word. That's what's up. Yayo froze up.
shout out. Never
Yeah,
job.
that bum ass computer he on, right? He was talking about my phone, right? But his
Oh,
bum ass computer just froze up on him, right? Thanks.
oh, I froze up. My
Yeah, your
bad.
shit froze
I'm
up,
on an
nigga.
Apple computer. I'm on a very brand new Apple. My internet is great. I have no problems, brother.
Oh my God. That was gonna be so fire. But after we talked about, being on tour with 50 for like 2 whole years straight, right?
Yeah,
Like
more than that, damn near the last 7 years straight, damn
that's
near tour run, man.
Right.
what's next on the performance front? Is there anything lined up, or is it just these one-off shows that you've been talking about? Like,
Right now it seems like the boss is just into film right now, and
But we did hear about some sneaky tour coming up or something like that.
I
But
don't know. That's just a possible out there. I don't know what
okay,
people are
okay,
saying,
okay.
but for me, all I know is like I have my own spot dates. Like I don't want to say the rapper's name, but they was talking crazy about me, and like my whole thing for me is
Talk your shit, Jay.
no, because I don't like
I
the
know,
fifth
I know,
day
I
rage
know.
visit. Like I won that one already, so I'm good. But like for me, the best thing is traveling the world. So like right now, everybody's going crazy over me about the food. Yeah, you eating
oh,
ragtail in Morocco. It's going viral because I think people love them experiences to see brothers from the hood that really made it. We blessed. Like I said, I love Double XL. They was there from the beginning. Shout to Vanessa. I'm always going to shout Vanessa out. And just to see us we did J Balvin. You know how the adrenaline is when you're about to go out in front of 80,000 people, and this
yo,
is the Latin crowd. We're in Colombia. I'm like, oh shit, but 50 is people always be like, why you talk about 50? Because when you're around him and you just realize, oh, this is our friend, but you realize how big he is over a lot of artists.
Mm.
It's
yeah,
just like he's on a whole nother level. It's like we're rappers and he's an icon. And people are like, oh, why you always talk about 50? Because he paved the way. So I think people's gonna always respect that. And that's where the loyalty shit comes from. Like I don't ask
Thanks.
to be loyal. I just give my opinions and my values of, how I grew up and to be loyal and like
I
it was
completely
always
understand that,
it
and I
was always
respect.
fuck everybody.
Yeah, Murda. What are some of those? What are some of those highlights for you when you're on tour, seeing the world like that?
Legit Lenny.
Well,
That's
I
the
definitely
highlight.
enjoy the Jets. That's why my new nickname is Legend Lenny. But I just really like seeing like just different places of the world, really seeing how other people live. So to me, that should be so dope. Because when you come from the hood, you be really thinking like you start thinking only out here is popping, like kind of right. You thinking like we the only thing that's popping. You feel like I used to feel like everybody in the world want to come here. I used to feel like damn, I know people dying to get to America, right? But when I start traveling with Fifth and yeah and everybody, and you go to certain places, you see how these people living. Some people don't even want to come to America. They be like, no, no, my God, no. They living so good. So,
Let's not be bashful. Let's keep the facts there, right, Merc? And you know this is true, right? When you go to Europe, um, a lot of the products don't have food coloring.
of course,
So when you go there, you're not gonna see Frosted Flakes, you're not gonna see Fruit Loops, you're not gonna see certain kind of candies. You
they
gotta go
got free
like,
schooling,
you
free
let me
health
talk. We
care.
gotta learn how to I'll let you
You
talk.
right, you right, you
You
right.
talk.
Okay, okay, you right,
So
you right.
So when you go to these places, they don't have food coloring and a lot of stuff. Like you go to Subway and they only have low fat mayo. You know what I'm saying? You go to the store, a Coca-Cola Classic will be a small size. You know, it's not going to be like the same a 2 liter. I don't even think they sell 2 liters like that out there. I think it's
Gotcha.
size. So everything is like more health conscious out there.
Hmm.
So the portions are a little smaller. Um, like I said, Subway has fucking non-fat mayo. That's all they have. Even when you go to like Burger King or McDonald's, it might taste a little fresher.
Word.
It might not taste processed. We went to a spot, I think we was in Italy, and they said, shout to Barry. He said there's a village there where everybody there is 102 years old.
Oof.
Facts.
Like you'd be like, it just everything feels more healthier. It's way less gun violence. Like if you go to London, you're gonna get into a knife fight,
Yeah,
but
you get sliced, but you ain't getting shot,
yeah,
right?
you might pull
Exactly.
out a sword. You pull out a sword, I got a chance to run. But if you pull out the switch, there's no,
Pause.
what do you mean? What's
I don't know, sword nowadays. You know how shit is, man. I'm
it's
Yeah.
just
not a
saying.
pause.
It's
If you
funny
pull out
you're
I said a knife. Where you
Oh,
gonna
I thought I heard a sword. You gotta say
you need to
pause
calm down.
nowadays.
This pause epidemic got you got everybody believing. I said a knife. If a knife is a pause, then everything in the world is a pause.
Yeah, well, it's funny you're talking about soda and Fruit Loops in Italy because I thought you were going to talk about, when you were drinking the mermaid sweat over there, or
Oh
even
yeah,
better,
the
Oh my
mermaid. Yeah,
god!
yeah.
Oh
better,
my
even better
god!
when you stopped in heaven to eat those lemon pepper angel wings.
Listen, I'll tell you, I'm going
Not
places.
Lance Woods, by the way, he's my guy too, and he's hilarious. He did
Oh
that.
yeah, Sir Lance. Shout out to Sir Lance, man. You
Yeah,
definitely
Yeah, definitely. He got
definitely
busy
made
with that.
everything
He
go
got
viral. I
busy with
follow him
that.
off the gram, 50 posted to
yeah,
all his millions of followers. So that was
Uh-huh.
and it's just the experience. It's like, yo, if we in a restaurant and they serving caviar, why we just gonna get a hamburger or something? Why you if I'm in Dubai, shout out to Maharaji Ayaraji, my man B Scope. That was my first time in a restaurant eating escargot. My man B Scope ate it. I think he was about to choke. They asked him if he needed a needle or something. But like I'm a guy that like I never thought I'd make it out the hood, man. So for me, it's just I just to be in rooms with these people and we was just somewhere we was around Tillman. Tillman owns the Astros, about
The
800
Houston
restaurants.
Rockets, 800
Houston
restaurants.
Rockets, and
Word.
he's at a table shaking me and Murder hand. See, for me, money comes and goes, but them experiences are the most thing. Because one day you won't be here, and what do you have to take with you? You have to experience $1 billion worth of experiences, bro. Like 50 would
Definitely.
stop talking to me tomorrow, and I would say, "Yo, thank you," because of the experiences. I
yeah,
went, you know what I'm saying? And,
yeah.
and 50's a crazy guy. He's not the easiest guy to work with, man. It's not like we on vacation with Kanye West or Jay-Z or somebody. This guy, like the military, he's in the gym 2, 3 times a day. If you're late, the van is leaving. Yo, flight late. Motherfuckers, what's going on? Like everybody know he moved like the military, and to me, he overworks. It's like motherfuckers, like
It's crazy. I don't know when he sleeps, but
yeah,
you have been a part of some absolutely hilarious memes from the food stuff, right?
mm,
And to the side eye, of course.
of
Do you get
course.
a kick out of that stuff? And has there ever been a time where you maybe felt a way about it? Or is
No, I get a kick out of it, man. Especially the one with me with the dog, and that
yeah,
shit was like, it's just funny. I look at it and people call my phone, and it's funny. It's something to laugh at. I think as rappers, like sometimes we take shit too serious as gangster rappers. Like that's why I think what how me and Murder work is like I always say this. We on a jet, and it was stale bread. And this nigga Murder was like, yo, what the fuck, man? This bread is stale. And I start playing the beatbox. He record me. We laughing. like I said, and we just having a good time. We living life. We out the country. I don't need to have an ice grill on right now. As soon as I
Yeah.
get back to New York, I'm gonna
Definitely.
know. Like
Yeah.
it's
Word.
like you have the ice grill on. We grew up like that, you know, to being desensitized to violence and not having fun.
Yeah. Word.
No, it's like when I'm out the country with this guy, I feel free. You ain't gotta watch it back. You know,
Real talk.
stuff could happen. You could get, stuff still happen. There is hoods everywhere. There's a hood in Morocco. There's a hood in London. There's hoods everywhere. So you
Word.
still got to be careful. But it's just less than America. You know,
Bet,
Mhm.
bet.
I love America. I love being here. But it's just
I
how it
feel
is.
you. I feel you. That's what's up.
So
Yo,
since
Murda, so Murda, on your last album, Murda, he wrote, you two hopped on the track live from Romania. Is it
Mhm.
safe to assume that you wrote that joint while you were on tour?
Yeah,
Yeah, we did that while we was out there live in Romania.
we
That's
actually got a whole project we did together. It's just, whenever he's ready
okay.
to put it together, shout
All
to
right.
Empire.
I
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
gonna put it
Yeah.
together. Empire gonna
Yeah.
get on board. We definitely got a whole project. We just gotta tighten up a few records. But yeah, me and Yayo got a whole overseas project that we did.
fire.
Just from records that we recorded in Dubai, Greece, Denmark.
Joey,
We was all over.
Joey, tell him if he wants to be nice to me this year, just put me on that record with him and Chef G, Narco.
Okay. Right.
I just
Free Chef G,
free
free
Chef
Sleepy
G,
Hollow,
free
free the
Sleepy Hollow.
guys.
Those are my guys, man.
Word. So it's, I mean, Murda, I know how you roll, but like, and for both of you, but I do want to know, like, Murda, like, what's the motivation level at the moment from the two of you when it comes to rapping these days and getting it? So it seems high. You seem like you're on.
Of course, now we still get in the music mode. We got to. Like, this is what we do. Is like, the greatest thing that you could do is when you work, but you getting paid to do something you love. So
Yep.
that's like, we love making music. So when you get paid to do what you love, it's easy, man. That's the motivation right there. And taking care of your family. Shit, ain't nobody else gonna do this shit.
That's what's
Right.
up. Now, Murda, every single time, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. It seems like every single year you come out and say, I'm done with the wrap up. This
Because
was
I
the
be
last
trying.
one.
Be trying to
This
stop
was the
this shit.
last one.
I be trying.
Uh,
I've been doing this shit for 10 years. The crazy thing about it, 2 years ago, Yayo was telling me, man, give that shit up. Fuck that shit. Now he keeps saying, nigga, hurry up and get that shit done. What
no,
the fuck
because
is you doing?
every time it comes around that time, everybody wants it, and I think Murder's like a pillar of hip hop. It's not like he doesn't have other records, but that when we're dead gone, people's gonna go back to that. He doesn't understand. It's like the wrap up is so important to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it's
I
like
do. I
yeah,
certainly do.
every year everybody's looking forward towards it. I
Yeah.
think sometimes you should make it a little shorter, Merc, or put segments out because it's so much. It's like so I listened to like the first 2 minutes and I'm like, damn, he's still going? Oh shit.
It's the absolute highlight of the year, and it is a staple of hip hop. And
Nah, definitely.
I saw the IG post Murda. So it's that time of the year, right?
Yeah, it is that time of the year, man. So I'm scheming on some things. I'm scheming.
I know you are, and I think what the hip hop heads always kind of wanted to know, and I know that's you keep it kind of tight to the vest and things like that, and you should until it drops. But it's fascinating the way you put it all together. So without, you don't have to divulge what's coming up this year. I mean, I know half the shit that I'm a journalist, so I know half the shit.
Give him some notes. Give him some notes because he be
But,
forgetting shit.
but like, yes, what's the process on that? Like, when do you start putting it all together? Are you taking notes all year long? Like, when do you record it? Like, it's so fascinating. Like, you just get in the booth and record 20 minutes. When you, we got to know.
Well, I start scheming on it and coming up with ideas probably like around Thanksgiving time. I
Okay.
start I start coming up with like ideas like okay, and then Yayo always feel like I start waiting too late, which he might be right, but then I always push it to the limit. I damn near wait till after Christmas to go record the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still trying to wait for something to happen. I don't want to miss somebody getting smacked or some shit or something crazy happening, somebody getting punched walking to the stage. So I want to make sure I get everything. You know what I mean? I be trying to wait till the last minute to record the shit, and that's like really the process. Though I start around Thanksgiving, putting some ideas. After Christmas, I go record the shit,
And then
and
Joe,
then kind of put it together.
he puts all his pressure at him on one time. I'll be like, yo, start a little early because your schedule is so crazy. You got kids, you on the road with five. We got
Yeah, you never know. 50
podcast,
always
we got
moving
the
too.
dispensary. We got a lot of stuff coming in the new year. So I'm like, yo, just start it a little early. But he never
Yeah,
takes.
Yayo was definitely like a real aggressive business partner lately. Listen, man, we got this business, we got this business. Hurry up with that wrap up shit.
All right.
I
That
mean,
explains a lot.
doing the work. Yeah. I mean,
That
it's all
explains a
about.
lot. Every January 2nd, you're like, I ain't doing enough.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I try to quit every year, man. I try.
We don't want you. We love you, man. We don't want you to, man. Keep doing it, man.
We do. All right. So you alluded to one. That wasn't a beef. That was your beef. But sometimes you do, you got the murder, you got the Diddy track on the No Diddy track, right? The pause epidemic, as Yayo called.
Uh-huh.
But like, um, that was tongue in cheek. But then when he got sentenced, you both had some things to say about it. He got lucky, and you said he shouldn't come back to music when he gets out. Do you still feel that way?
With Diddy, I just feel like, if I'm a billionaire, me, I'm just gonna stay off the radar. Some people, I think to the general public, there's a lot of people that don't got it and do got it. So when you see the numbers, the money that these guys have, and you got power, I think somebody's always gonna be coming after you, regardless. And of course, all the stuff with Cassie, when people see you on tape beating her, that don't make you look good
Right.
either.
Right.
So I just feel like if I had money, man, like that, I'm disappearing, man.
Yeah.
I'm just out. Like I know that the lawsuits are coming. If a guy like me that has no way money near Diddy or 50 or Jay has been sued before for somebody getting a jaw broke or anything on set or any altercation, what the hell you think they're gonna do to these guys?
Right. Right. I
You
feel you.
know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I
Um,
always say if Leo or Cohen or somebody hit me by their car, there's a chance that I might lay down on the ground, brother. You know what I'm saying? Got hit by Clyde Davis or somebody, or Beyonce car side swipe me. I'm still from the hood. I might lay on the ground, brother.
that.
Like, you
Diddy just
know,
got to get low, man. He might find somebody
that's
he
how
could put some
people
money
think.
behind on the low.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of stuff like that, it's like I don't want to get too deep into it, and we don't have to.
Yo, listen. There's no muzzles on what me and him do. That's the
Right.
thing about our podcast. There's no politically correct. Nobody.
It's the real
I've
report,
been in the
man.
game with being banned from red carpets and people not liking me, so I'm over that. Like the pressure, the political shit
Yeah.
that people do in the industry, selective politicking.
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
All right.
So
Bet.
Yeah,
whatever you
basically,
want
we
to
don't give
talk,
a fuck about how nobody
yeah.
feel. Yeah,
You
know
want
what
to
I mean?
get in if you want to get into the fucking documentary that's number one on Netflix, which is great. Shout to Netflix. Shout to
Shout out to 50 and Netflix
oh,
#1.
shout out to Stranger Things. I never thought it would fucking outsell Stranger Things, which is wild because my son loves Stranger Things. Shout to London. I love her, my youngest. And I mean, I just think it's a great thing. I think people love drama. Let's be real. People love rap beef. People love 50 and Diddy beefing. You love it. People love when Cardi drops an album and her and Nicki's beefing. That's when we're paying more attention. I think hip hop it comes from beef. KRS-One, MC Shan. I'm from Queens, and we still love MC Shan or KRS-One
You're
record
right.
shit on Queens or Nas and fucking Jay
Easy
or
going there,
fucking
yeah.
yeah, we love beef. NWA, Easy E. Like we was seeing that shit back in the days. Easy E was shitting on NWA. Ice Cube had no Vaseline. Like this is what we grew up at. Now we on a bigger page where I shit, 50's a genius. If you his enemy, he studied the 48 laws of power. He's gonna crush you till you're finished. And that's
Absolutely.
this
And
is how it is.
yeah, and as a result of that, sometimes, and there's been plenty of them, you guys get dragged in. The most recent one that stands out in my head at the top is Rick Ross, right? And how do you handle it when that happens? And is there ever a time when you're like, when your name gets dragged in, and you're just like, all right, 50,
I
come on.
mean, you see me, I'm just a real nigga. So like I'm the type of nigga like when I sit on Shannon, like Ross, the beef started because 50 didn't shake his hand, but we from New York. New York people are not
Yeah,
embracing of the South. We not, just gonna go up to you and say what up. And then I said, what he gonna say? He got more money than me in his pool. Sometimes you kill niggas with what they do. I don't like the money don't make put the money don't make the man for me. I
sure,
still got morals. A
for sure.
And I
person,
feel like when he said something about me, I feel like he was just mad because I talked about him getting beat up in Canada on the wrap up. And
Uh,
when he ran on his peoples and
yeah,
shit
because what
like
he
that,
said,
talking
you
about,
got
yeah.
a Toyota Tundra, like
Yeah, so I don't even know how to drive. So I was
I'm
like,
saying he talking about a Toyota
yeah, I'm
Tundra.
like, I don't even know how to drive. He started
This
talking
man
about a
got a
car.
house
So
for
I'm like,
this man got a house for $1 million. It like
yeah, I don't know what the
not
fuck
like
that nigga talking about.
but like I'm talking to you. This I could front like this table is $20,000. It's a full marble table that I'm on. I got Versace and Louis Vuitton plates in here. Like,
Caviar
it's
pancakes.
like, yeah, sometimes you don't got to show everybody everything. You know, Murder got glass walls in his fucking house. I seen him buy a house. He bought a house on the road, and I don't know. He didn't move in for like almost a year. He renovated, gutted out the whole house. Probably spent over $250,000. Gutted out the whole house before he even moved his family in, bro. Like, so a Toyota Tundra, like, yo, bro, like for real, you could be in a Toyota Tundra, but if you're pulling up and I see all that nice shit in your house, that's what it means to me. I'm still a hood nigga. Like I don't, a lot of rappers put this superhero persona on, and I think that's what people like about me. We're all vulnerable. We're all human, man. We all
That's
are the same. Just because you have money, you think you better than me? Nah, you could have money and be a lame.
Yeah,
that's
still be
real.
corny, nigga.
Yep. So, Murda, one of the noticeable things about hip hop lately, and this is for both of you, but is that the OGs are the ones able to sell out shows and tours and things, but the newer rappers seem to struggle with that a little bit, you know? Why do you think that is? And why do you think now has been sort of an embrace the legacy acts kind of thing as opposed to 20 years ago when it certainly wasn't like that in the game?
I just think because shit. Example, artists like 50, the music that they made, and I don't know. I guess it was timeless. Nowadays, the music that be made is like it's here for a minute and it's gone so fast. You know what I mean? Like it's on to the next thing so fast, and that's because of Instagram and TikTok. You don't even really get a chance to love the music because shit coming out so fast. You know, back in the days, an album dropped, you really get to sit with that album for like some months. Now you get some months to really. This is the shit. Only this. But now I think it's so much shit dropping, so much shit dropping. You don't really get to be a fan of nobody like that, like that. It's hard to be a fan of certain people like that, you know?
You know what I think? I think like a lot of artists now have co-following. Like when you see NBA young,
NBA young boy facts.
you see like I was talking to Rio from Detroit. They got a Peasy in them. Like these guys they making a lot of fucking money. You know, they got their cult followings. I listen to the Jack Boy 2 album. I listen to Clips album. I
Right.
listen to Raekwon album. I even listen to Ghost album. You know, it's just so much shit coming at you at one time. I just think we don't have time to register everything if the marketing ain't over the top. Like as you see a Drake or Kendrick when they had their battle, there was a lot of marketing behind that shit. So
Yeah.
it's like even Mobb Deep, their album is dope, but it's not a lot of marketing behind it. You know, Havoc, he did what he did. He went on a whole tour. You know, shout to Storm. Y'all cop that Mobb Deep album is out now. And rest in peace, Prodigy. I just feel like it's like remember before, like you had 10-second time spent. Now it's feeling like 2 or 3, man. It's like
Attention span. Yeah, yeah.
you gotta do these interviews every single day. It's like you gotta really
Gotta
stay
stay in
on
their
top
face
of the
for
game.
real, man.
You gotta be on your story like every 3 hours. It's like once you slack up like just a minute or a second, a lot of the new artists are doing their thing. It's just the marketing. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me, I look at it as the marketing. You gotta stay on top of them. You gotta stay paused. You got to just stay working. Like, and that's what I see from 50. Because to me, I always bring 50 up and Murder. No, we know he's the hardest working man in
Yeah.
hip hop, bro.
Yeah.
40 shows. You know what I'm saying? I got 40. He'll call you, say, I got 40 shows. What you doing? I'm like, damn. You know what? I got to keep going.
Real
And,
talk. Real
and
talk.
Be
yeah.
shit like that. So I just think it's the marketing. So with Fifth, while we older artists that last, when you look at the G Unit brand, you seen Power, one of the most successful shows on TV. And what do
Mhm.
you see at the end? You see G Unit. So that brings all the fans that knew us from way back. They got us, and all the younger fans are looking like, oh shit, you keep yourself relevant. Got to stay
Mhm.
out there, and that is a lot of work. You got to work to
For
do that.
sure. Absolutely, you do.
And a lot of young artists, they make a lot of money. So I don't think the work ethic is the same because they're younger, like an
And they getting that money,
NBA.
so they don't really
Yeah,
like,
so it's
yeah.
like you might not want to do everything on everybody's time, but when you have 100 million or 50 million in the bank, but
Yeah.
for niggas, 50 is the nigga that got that and is still working like he only got 1 or 2 million, three
Yeah,
million.
yeah.
Mhm.
For
So
sure.
for a nigga like me, 2, 3 million, yeah, of course. But if I have 50 million, I'm still gonna work because I see the way this guy work and how
Mhm.
other guys work too. Look at what Nas doing. He got the casino coming. Like
Yeah.
it's just the older guys are
Definitely.
doing business ventures. They're not just rapping. A lot of dudes you see now are just rapping. Now you're seeing collabs. Like look at ASAP Rocky. We in Europe, we see a fucking Montclair
Montclair billboard with this nigga ASAP
billboard.
Rocky on it.
You
Facts.
know what I mean?
Shout out to ASAP Rocky.
He got
Word.
the Ray-Bans deal with Leo and them. Shout to Leo, shout to Ray-Bans. He got
Facts.
then you look at Tyler the Creator. He'll have brands, you know what I'm saying? I just seen was it West Side Gun? I think he just did something with
Yeah, West Side Guns. Shout out to West Side Guns too.
you know, so it's like when you
Days.
see all these business deals, the outside ventures. Look, he had the wrestling shit too.
Yep.
He got so
They
big
try to hate on. They
that
try to hate on my son. They try
WWF
to
kicked
hate
him
on him.
out.
Man.
Crazy, dog. I interviewed him about wrestling,
Uh-huh.
and the next day is when they kicked him out.
Yeah, they try to hate on my son, man.
That's
Word.
crazy. So it's like his wrestling league was getting big. So I watch everything that's going on. I think the older guys are just, branding is so remarkable.
Yep, absolutely.
When you look at Jay from back in the days and 50 and Nas, and because I think Nas had the ring deal, now he got the casino deal, and
Mhm.
50 got Branson and Lashem, and Jay got Duce and Spade, and like it's all the older guys kind of know how to hustle. The younger guys, I think they could have more deals, but maybe do it on their time, or maybe when they get older, feel like that. I don't know, but
Mhm.
It's just a dope way that hip hop has evolved into all the brands and stuff. Even like yourselves, you got a very valid media opportunity to be entertainers on a totally different level, and it's
Yeah.
about to come to fruition. That's fire. So
I even seen Wale just got his like collab sneaker. I think with Nike, that his dream sneaker. And that's dope. Like
yeah,
Wale, so like an artist might not drop no music for a long time. As for myself, because my first record probably was back with Murda, and you just got other stuff going on. You could be on
And
YouTube.
Yayo got, and for the record, my boy Yayo got a bunch of fucking dope music. So I need y'all to go on that nigga DM on his Instagram and tell him to stop fucking holding that
Listen,
music.
nah, you know what it is with me. I think you make the best music either when you're in pain or you just don't care about it.
Got you. Okay, okay,
So for me, when I
okay.
get music, it's like a feeling. When I feel it, I just do it. But for me, it's like sometimes I just feel like music is it's not selling like that. It's like if you don't have like a major
But
company,
sometimes you just love it too, cause sometimes he'll call me like, "Yo, I'm back on it." And then sometimes he'll call me
but
too,
it's the
man. Fuck
fun.
that music shit.
You gotta remember my high with music, my high was being on Interscope, getting out of jail. Like my high is kind of down here now. It's like with music is cool. I'm looking back at all the good times we had when Banks was around. Even doing records with Game earlier.
yeah.
Being in
Never
Dr. Dre.
forget the first time I heard you was on a Green Lantern tape from
Yeah,
jail.
yeah, shout to Green. That was my guy. Our first time, being on Funk Flex. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
That was
Got you.
that's when radio was like the epitome, like, yo, I gotta go to Flex. You go to that Flex freestyle, I feel like I killed everybody up there. You know what I'm saying? That day. I felt good. That was like, and Banks is a lyrical assassin. So I felt like, but that day I felt like I got Banks and I got 50. I felt like that
Yeah, all
day.
right. You was feeling yourself that day.
I,
Okay.
I, I
Okay.
mean, the proof is in the pudding. Like,
Okay.
you hear
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I've been going hand in hand since the real rock saying you want beef, we can handle this. Man to man, what I pull out, there's no need to reload it. I flush you out your house like you a rodent. I'm out for the chips and the wealth. Fried on the dip, have you pissed on your felt. Whatever I say is get felt. Words off my lip, the taste buds melt. It's me and my team, push pies, do out queens. When the lights hit the ice, they grind like foam beams. Nothing
Hey,
but frozen jewels. I'm holding tools so shit can get ugly like bowling shoes. I've been had balls. I felt like when I went
talk to him, yay. Talk to
niggas
him,
slept.
yay.
Niggas slept because I went to jail. That was like one of my biggest freestyles.
You know what? You know what's a bar of yours that I ended up using like for years and years after that, and it's the first time I ever heard it was, "You couldn't son me if my father helped you."
Yeah, you couldn't tell me if the father helped you. 'Cause that street, when you stretch off the street, I feel like that was like our best music, the mixtape shit, because we was hungry in the streets. And, I'm like, my phone rings so much, I walk around with the charger. We was
Yep.
really like hustling. It just came to a point where 50 was like, if you still, when the deal started coming, like, yo, you still selling drugs, just get away from me.
For sure. So Murda, so Yayo says you don't want to drop the joint project, but what's next on the project tip for you?
Yo, man, don't listen to that motherfucker. I want to drop the project. We both got to get in the studio and finish it up and get it done, man.
We spent over 10,000 in videos. We shot like going on like 2 years. We got videos in Dubai. We got videos in
He
like
not lying. He ain't
Sweden.
lying.
We
He
got
ain't
videos in
lying.
London. We spent over $10,000 in video. So for me, I'm like, yo, Merc, we spent all this video money. Crystal clear, look like movie shit.
He
We
ain't lying though. We do got
was
some movie
buying,
videos. It's crazy. It's
like
crazy.
we got
Grease,
videos
all that.
when the jet, remember the jet ski cars, how they out now? We was
Yep.
the first ones. We had one
Oh,
video
Ben did
where
that. Yeah, we Ben did that.
we been did that. Like we was doing that. That these videos are like probably what you would say a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, they are 2 years old. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, we need
Nah,
that.
but I got a couple of projects dropping. Shout out to Empire. I got a couple projects in the work. After I get the wrap up out my system, I'm gonna get working on a couple projects I got to get done. Me and Yayo gonna finally drop that project as well. So it's gonna be a lot of music on the streets as well.
You
Yeah,
know, being in
yeah.
Paris, popping 100 bottles and eating caviar pancakes and fucking goat milk and fucking you know shit like that.
Smoke duck,
Mermaid Sweat in
smoke
Italy was
Yeah,
one
duck.
of the fancy
mermaid sweat,
names.
water, you know, shit like that, man. Word.
Word. All right, so Uncle Murda, when it's all said and done and hip hop is celebrating 75 years or 100 years, what do you want the culture to say about Uncle Murda?
He told us the truth every year when some shit happened. He told us the truth and he ain't bite his tongue. Pause. Period.
I
Word.
like
How about Tony Yayo?
I would say I got my championship ring already, man. That's it.
Okay. I could totally see that.
Yeah, I got my championship ring, you know, and that's all that count for me is I got one, you know. We're one of the best groups in the world, you know, G Unit, 50 Cent, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Shady Aftermath. I got my championship ring already. 75.
That's fire.
Mhm.
That's so fire. And I cannot wait for the real report.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait to see what kind of guests you guys have. Is it like gonna be like all music based or is it gonna be comedian?
It's
It's
going
gonna be
it's
everything.
gonna
It's just
it's
definitely
gonna
not all
vary.
music based.
We
It's
don't want
gonna
to give you
be
too look, we don't want to
yes.
give you too much, but it's
Okay.
gonna vary with guests. I mean, you know the level of guests we done met. I done met Mike Tyson, we done met the Kardashians, Jim Carrey. Like
Word.
we
Everybody.
go on levels, or we can go to somebody from the streets. It's just gonna vary. Like me and Murda, we've been plotting on this for a minute. So
Shout out to the volume. This gonna
shout to
be
Joe again.
big.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Jada, you know, for the throw for the alley oop. Shout out to Logan over there,
yeah.
Alyssa, Kelly,
John, the whole crew.
John, anybody I'm missing in that department, shout out to them and everybody who support us too, man. You know,
Word.
and shout out to 52, you know, of course. That's it.
Fifth.
Yeah. Does the volume have like a facility that you record at? Is that
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you see Joe and Jada set up, like
yeah.
it's just like we got a chance to just go look at it one time, and it was like amazing.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
like,
dope.
and
They
then I
set up is
see, and
definitely dope.
then I got a chance to shoot with Shannon Sharp. Shout to him because that interview kind of helped me seal the deal too. So
Dope.
shout to Shannon Sharp, and you know when I seen Shannon Sharp had like a Corvette in the back of his set, I was like, man, and I was seeing the cameras. I'm like, man, I need to sign with these guys, man. You
That's fire.
know,
It's
I'm
fire.
like, this is who I need to go with, you know. So
Definitely.
that was
Word. Word. What a note to end on. I appreciate you both so much. It's an absolute honor for me.
man. Thank you so much, man.
Listen,
Appreciate you, brother.
check for the Real Report podcast, wherever you get your finer podcasts on the volume
Mhm.
specifically. And with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda, I'm Joey
You
S.
know the
Man, Joey,
vibes. We
yeah,
outside.
thank you,
Whoa.
Joey. And shout out to the Double XL team and the Double XL family. We need to bring that round table back too. Bring that total Vanessa, bring that hip hop round table so me and Murda could be on that and
You
everybody
heard?
you know,
Word.
what I'm saying? Number one MC, two MC. I miss all that. That's what I miss. Let's get that back, Joey. For real.
Sounds
And we need everybody that's tuned in to look out for that new drop. Me and Yayo got that new drop. It's called High. It's the High brand, and we got a bunch of good bud for my weed smokers under that brand, powered by Indoor. So y'all make sure y'all go look out for that good bud coming by me and my brother Yayo.
It's not powered by Indoor. It's just a high brand.
It's the High brand, powered
Shout
by
to,
Indoor.
shout to Indoor. I got to correct you on that because you know saying the wrong things. It's
Okay, what's
a high
up?
brand,
He
and
always think
and
he
look,
always think he know the
and
right
look.
shit
By
to
the way,
say.
it's a brand that we not trying to force on you. It's a brand that we smoke it. You
Oh,
know,
it's gonna sell itself.
yeah. So we smoke it. You know, we really into the cannabis business, and the cannabis business is not just all about getting high. You know, if you got anxiety, sleep problems, stress problems, I got products for my dog. There's so many products, joint problems. You know, we getting older. You know, your bones start hurting. Got stuff that's so amazing. You know, they got stuff. They got so much stuff that you
The
can.
edibles, the
Yeah,
pre-rolls, all that,
don't
man.
look at it as just a cannabis getting high thing all day, because there's a lot of positive products there for you, and you know it's legal now. So you know, but but Joey, thanks for having us. Love it.
You're
Yo.
I love it. I hope to link up with you two down in Shreveport again, maybe next Humor
Yeah,
Holiday.
man. Yeah, we waiting on 50 to give us the word. This next one, I think, is going to be even more people, because so many
yeah,
people
no,
are
it's gonna be
mad they missed the
crazy. It's
last
gonna be
one.
crazy.
You know, we got the film studio coming, so you know,
Yeah,
I tell 50, man, you don't put me in a movie, man. It's starting to get tight here.
gotta be. That's what's up. You guys are awesome. I so much appreciate it. Cannot wait for the real report, like I
Thank
said.
you.
Appreciate you.
Big
Appreciate you. See you in Shreveport, man. Happy
Yeah.
Yes,
holidays.
sir.